Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the webinar today. The webinar today is about next gen AI for life sciences with Domino and BIP. And what we are going to address in this is how can we accelerate clinical operations with BioRAG. BioRAG is a solution that is built on Domino by BIP, which we will be demonstrating you along the way. My name is Ankur Sinha. I'm the global head of partnerships and partner solutions for Domino. Been with Domino for almost 2.5 years. I have almost 18 years plus experience in the industry. Have run practices with myself in the professional services business area. Happy to be here today and doing this with Gabriele. Gabriele, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Oliva. I'm head of data and AI within BIP UK. My background is mathematical engineering. I have a passion for everything related to data, AI, and tech in general.
So the agenda for today is going to be, we will take you over the Domino platform itself. I'll give you the overview about that, what Domino is, why we exist, what are we solving for, and how do we solve it. Next, we are going to talk about Domino and BIP partnership, and specifically BIP Business Integration Partners, one of our most amazing partners out of UK and Europe specifically, and how are we working together to address and bring value to our life sciences customers. Then we'll dive into the exciting part, which is talking about BioRAG. How did BIP kind of developed it? What was the problem statement that they were after? Can put together a solution overview and how did they really implemented it, and then show you a demo about it. The last part is towards the end. We will leave 15 minutes for Q&A where you can drop questions in the chat and we will answer those. What is Domino? So Domino, we were founded back. We are an enterprise AI platform which allows AI to run AI at scale. We were founded 10 years ago around the mission to unleash the power of data science and AI to solve world's most complex problems. That was our focus. What we provide is a unified enterprise AI platform that orchestrates and manages end-to-end data science lifecycle. What I mean by that is from your ideation to production and monitoring, and all of that can be covered by can be done all on Domino as a platform in a very governed manner. We do, as you can see right here, there are 20% of the Fortune 100 are our customers. We are very focused, and also from a business perspective, we are very verticalized in nature. So some of our core verticals are life sciences and pharmaceuticals, and banking, financial services, and insurance, and public sector. This is where we have developed proven outcomes with all of our customers. So those are some of the areas that we work with. So for example, if you look at GSK here, one of our customers, they help with modern statistical compute environments. That's what we develop, and we have so many examples as such in these different verticals that we have proven the outcomes again and again to help these enterprises scale data science. From an expertise perspective, we bring a very deep expertise in AI, not just from a technology perspective, but you can see the breadth of the customers that we have in different areas. Now, and one more thing to think about also is our partner. Domino is really right at the center of the AI ecosystem. And because of that, we have developed a rich network of partners that includes open source community, software vendors, infrastructure providers such as NVIDIA and Snowflake, both of them are also investors within Domino. Cloud providers, we have system integrators such as Capgemini, Deloitte, whom we work with, and Accenture, whom we work with as an implementation partner. So in the essence, not only can we be your trusted partner on the AI journey, but also we bring a very unique perspective to the market. Why does Domino really exist, and what are we really solving for? I think that's a very big question. So if we think about if you think about growing data science organizations, the main central tension lies in actually you can get the flexibility of different kind of tools that you would want to use. You want to have self-service access to your data and compute, but what happens is you have the siloed knowledge and duplicated work, which makes it very I mean, you can take things to production quickly, but then it is with risk and with a lot of technology debt that you create over a period of time. If you go with the other approach, which is very safe but slow, you have controlled access to data and compute with all the compliance met, security met, and you have the cost optimization in place. You're adhering to all the process and governance, and you're ensuring those standards are met. That basically slows down the innovation, and also the people who are trying, and your data science teams, specifically your ML engineers, data scientists who are trying to put things into production quickly, that kind of frustrates them. So it's to choose one or the other. But why to do that when you can have one common platform to address all of your data science use cases, which is Domino. Domino in this case is your enterprise AI platform, which is catering to all the different persona that you see. It unifies all the ML teams together under one platform. So if you are somebody from a data science principal, ML engineering, from a business analyst perspective, from IT, and also from risk and compliance, it brings all of those people together and in one under one platform. So what you see on the center here is what Domino provides you, the ability to reproduce all the work that you're doing as a data science lifecycle. You will be able to collaborate as a team on a platform, so you are able to really exponentially expand your knowledge and work together and deliver things to production much more quickly in a much more governed manner, which is already baked into the platform. And we are doing everything in a very responsible manner. And yes, because we are doing all of this, it needs to meet all the FinOps capabilities, which means having the right cost optimization features baked in so that you are not spending a lot on that compute. So two different ways to look at it. You can bring, on the left-hand side of my screen, you would see that you can bring data, software, languages, IDE packages from anywhere, pretty much, whether it's open source, whether it's proprietary. All of that is managed under one roof, under one ecosystem for you, which is Domino. We have the workbench capabilities to specifically build the self-service and data access and experiment management, and also doing this in a very continuous loop manner to be able to do the model ops, which is ultimately having the proper model approval workflow, being able to do model monitoring, which is data drifts, model quality addressing, and also being able to really see all the models that are creating a full-blown model registry to bring that reproducibility and reusability into the platform. Domino is an infrastructure agnostic platform. It can run on, it is a Kubernetes native platform, so it can run on either on-premise or cloud, or in both hybrid and a multi-cloud scenario. It can be deployed as a completely self-managed platform, self-managed on your infrastructure as your customer, or we do have something, a managed SaaS offering called as Domino Cloud. On the right-hand side, what you see is you can publish a lot of your capabilities in different forms within Domino. So if you want to publish them as an API or create interactive dashboards, create interactive applications, or publish those models as on the edge, or run in database scoring, it is all going to be satisfied by Domino, right, within one single platform. Now, if we look at the certification from the perspective, as I mentioned earlier, we are heavily present in public sector. We are heavily trusted by life sciences and banking, financial services, and insurance. All these industries are very heavily regulated and are compliant in nature and compliance following in nature. So we have all the right ingredients to make sure all the workloads that are running on Domino are very compliant, and you have governance that you get out of Domino. So that's what we offer as Domino. And so what advantages are we delivering? So Domino delivers, as I mentioned in the last slide, yes, there is a lot of reproducibility, but if you think about all these different teams, because we are working across these different teams, and we are a platform that helps you scale AI, we are delivering value for all the teams. So if you think about data science teams, we provide you access to all the self-service compute, reusability, and collaboration. That helps you enforce the best practices, which helps you compound the knowledge within the team and bring more efficiency, so that you are taking your your product to market very, very quickly with Domino. Next is MLOps and risk. So we think about more from a risk perspective and the overall MLOps lifecycle perspective, we provide the capability to track, review, and validate all your model with proper processes baked into the platform, flexible deployment in any environment, in any way that you would want to deploy, whether on-premise or on the cloud or both. We provide that capability. We have the turnkey model monitoring for easy remediation, which means that we are monitoring your model in real time to see if it is drifting from its results, and you can then start retraining your model very, very quickly and automate all those processes very easily. So you can remediate all those actions. So with the first one, for data science team, what you would see is from a numbers perspective, what we have noticed with a lot of our enterprise customers is that we see 90% reduction in the DevOps support work that they end up doing otherwise. With the second one, with MLOps and risk, there's an 80% faster time to market or faster model deployment in production. And then if you think about IT and DevOps and why IT trusts us and trusts us more, is because we are a very secure and managed infrastructure with minimal support. Definitely, we help optimize and manage your cloud cost because we are giving you a real information about how you're running your compute, how much should you use, when should you not use them. You have the full visibility into it, and not just in time visibility, which means that if something is running in a particular moment, not just that, over a period of time, how much would you end up spending on a data science project? You will have that capability very, very defined in depth. And the other advantage is why IT trusts us more. We can run anywhere. So you can run us on the cloud, on-premise, hybrid, and multi-cloud. What this helps with is lowering your compute cost, which we have proven time and again with all of our existing enterprise customers, is by 40%. And that's the kind of capabilities and that's the kind of advantages and value that we are delivering for all data science teams. With this, I would hand over to Gabriele for a quick overview about BIP, who's been our partner for over 2 years now. Gabriele, would you want to take over from here?
So yes, BIP is a large consultancy firm on track to become a top 20 consultancy by revenue by 2025. BIP works across different industries, offering expertise in areas like strategy and innovation, tech and data, digital transformation, as well as change, sustainability, and cybersecurity. Within BIP, we have a dedicated team for life sciences. BIP Life Sciences unites a global team of over 500 professionals with deep industry and technical expertise in pharma, biotech, medtech, and healthcare. Our team is committed to driving innovation and delivering high-quality solutions, proven by the fact that we've delivered over 1,000 projects over the past 3 years. The team is enhanced by centers of excellence dedicated to topics such as technology, data, AI, of which I am a part of. Our services, as you can see there, includes different areas. I want to call out specifically market access and R&D excellence, which I would say are our strongest areas.
Thank you, Gabriele. And with this, I just want to take you all over our partnership and how it came to be. So BIP, our focus with BIP and Domino and BIP focuses on really helping life sciences as a vertical life sciences customer, and we are trying to help organization effectively leverage Domino with the help of BIP's implementation expertise within that vertical on all the data science and AI initiative. The partnership with BIP really combines BIP's deep expertise in life sciences, as I said, and their proven ability to help customers and their clients embrace disruptive technological solutions with Domino's advanced data science platform. BIP is our implementation partner. They provide the comprehensive support from strategy design, from implementation to adoption, and enabling clients on full Domino capabilities, and not just from a horizontal solution perspective, but also overall looking at what kind of problems do these life sciences customers face on a daily basis, bringing that expertise in, and definitely helping us out here with that. So with this, Gabriele, do you want to talk about the life sciences team and the competencies?
Of course. So, as I mentioned before, we have that BIP Life Science team, which unites both life science subject matter experts, as well as technology experts. I am within the technology team, and within that we also have Alessandro Volpe, who is leading accounts in Italy. While from a more life science expertise perspective, we have Michael Whitworth, which is our senior partner, as well as Chris Pantelli, who is one of our senior account leads. What we always do when we work with clients is bring the best of both worlds to the table, life science expertise and tech expertise, which helps us get the best value for our clients. In fact, our competencies, as Anchor mentioned, are not purely technological, but it's about, say, offering that professional services wrapper around the Domino platform. You can see there on the right our competencies. I want to call out the fact that we offer strategic consultancy around how to use the Domino platform, understanding the market, understanding how it fits within the regulations, and how to manage risk tied to the data and processes within Domino. We then help out from a more technology perspective in the design and implementation, from looking at the architecture, integrating data, as well as building analytic solutions. Finally, our work continues with adopting these solutions and then change organization through change management, through empowering users and helping out adoption, as well as training and driving engagement across both internal and external stakeholders.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that, Gabriele. I totally agree with everything that you said, and these are the kind of capabilities that Domino and BIP are bringing together to its life sciences customers and prospects, and making and helping them realize the value of the modernized technology within data science and AI space, and taking them to the cutting edge there. So that's what we focus on together. Now, moving into the core part of the webinar, which is really talking about BioRAG solution developed by Gabriele and team, to just give the overview. Before we dive into that overview and the demo, before we dive into that, Gabriele, there are a few questions that definitely everybody would want to understand, and I wanted to set the context for everybody here. Is it would be great if you can talk about number one, the problem statement that you saw. And how and what you notice about that problem statement, and just dive deeper into the solution overview that you ultimately thought through. And then the third part really that we would be I think everybody on the webinar would be interested to know is, why did you choose Domino, right? Before we dive into the demo, I think if you can address these three things for our audience over here today, that would be really, really amazing. So with this, I'm just going to move to the next slide and I'll hand it over to Gabriele.
Oh, certainly, Anchor. So I think if we start from the product problem statement, we have that life science companies are having difficulties managing and getting value from their data. In fact, life science companies are turning to artificial intelligence and generative AI to tackle these data management challenges and boost efficiency, compliance, as well as innovation. As you can see here, I brought 5, say, key points to the table. I think the first challenge that they're facing is around data silos. The problem here is that data is often fragmented across different systems, making it hard for analytics to get a comprehensive view and to support decision making. What AI tools can do is help integrate this data, bring it into a unique place, particularly, let's say, processing unstructured data, which is the hardest one to process, as well as the one which occupies the most volume, and therefore giving us a unified perspective of all the data across the organization. Next, the other challenge is regulatory compliance. What we have here is that strict regulations require meticulous data management processes, leading to inefficiencies and time-consuming processes. AI tools can help automate things like documentation, as well as make sure that we adhere to standards. Therefore, it reduces the burden on humans to carry out these tasks. Next, we have cost pressures. High costs associated with drug development, as well as making sure they're compliant to regulations, as well as competitive pricing, pushes organizations to find more efficient ways to operate. A way to reduce prices is through AI, therefore automating routine tasks and optimizing, for example, resource allocation. AI can thus drive down these costs. Then there's the issue of complex data structures. As we know, The data in life science companies is very complex, typically unstructured, as we mentioned before. It's also all over the place within these silos, making for difficult decision-making and accurate processes. AI algorithms can help, let's say, collect this data, as we said before, but also can help analyze this data, understanding complex patterns that the human eye wouldn't be able to understand. Finally, the last one, process inefficiencies. Manual data retrieval, as well as manual processes that are happening across life science organizations, are slow and prone to error, delaying, for example, clinical trials, as well as drug development. AI can help automate these processes, improving speed and accuracy, as we said, and therefore bring treatments to market much, much faster. I think we've all seen these challenges, some more than others, but these are the main reasons why we need to introduce AI and generative AI into companies, into life science companies, to bring value.
Perfect. I think this is very well put, Gabriele. With this, I think what we want to talk about is why BioRAG, what is BioRAG, and what is the solution really? If we can talk about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited to introduce you all to BioRAG, which helps solve those challenges. BioRAG is our AI-powered smart assistant designed for life sciences and pharma companies. BioRAG is here to revolutionize how we manage information, making it more efficient and effective. Now, what is this solution made up of? It's essentially an AI assistant with a conversational agent as well as a document retrieval component. In fact, it builds upon the so-called RAG architecture, Retrieval Augmented Generation, and offers a set of functionalities which I'll now go present to you in detail. First, there's a conversational agent. Imagine having an interactive agent that understands your needs and facilitates communication. You can converse with the agent, and it's always there ready to help you get information from your document base. And that's how we jump into the second one, document retrieval. That conversational agent is able to quickly locate and retrieve the documents you need, saving you valuable time and ensuring you have access to critical information when you need it most. Not only can it retrieve the information, but it can also summarize the information. We know how long and complex documents can be. Well, BioRAG can generate concise summaries, allowing you to understand the key points within your information without needing to read through the whole document itself. Knowledge management is another key aspect of BioRAG. BioRAG helps you organize and maintain a repo of industry-specific knowledge, ensuring that your documents and any valuable insights is always available at your fingertips and managed in a correct way. Then, point number 5, we have use case governance. BioRAG is able to compartmentalize the data, divide it and segment it so that the right people have access to the right data at the right time. You're able to build out multiple use cases, ensuring that they align with industry standards and best practices. This allows you to be consistent and guarantee quality across all your projects. Finally, compliance and traceability. In an industry where regulatory requirements are key, BioRAG helps you track and document compliance. Therefore, managing those documents, seeing what operations are done on the documents, as well as how you interact and extract information from the document. This ensures that you can always demonstrate adherence to those regulations. So, in summary, BioRAG is designed to enhance information management in this industry, making your work more effective and efficient.
Perfect. I think this is an amazing solution. It's not just a typical chat bot as people like to call it within the Gen AI world today, but it has a lot more that it brings pertaining to the life sciences and pharma industries, helping them out with the management of the information across different use cases, specifically thinking about accelerating their clinical operations. I think that this would be something which will be very useful. Thank you for providing that. Now that you have built a solution, what we would all be interested to know, Gabriele, is how did you do that? What was the solution architecture for it, and what are the various components that you really ended up using? Can you talk us through those one by one? That would be really interesting for the audience today.
Absolutely. So I mentioned before, BioRAG leverages a RAG architecture, so Retrieval Augmented Generation. You can see it here in the slide, the detail of how you build out RAG architecture. Substantially, what you need to do is provide a document base. That document base is then processed and uploaded into a vector database, which is a substantial database where the data is indexed and easier to access. What you then do is take a question provided by the users, embed it in a similar way to how you process the data that's already within the vector database, and compare it. You do substantially similarity between the question and the chunks of documents that are within your vector database. But looking at the similarity, you're able to find the most relevant, say, pieces of documents, and therefore find an answer. That those document chunks, along with the question, are then provided to the LLM using, let's say, some prompt engineering around that to generate then an answer, which is then given back to the user. So behind the chatbot, there's not only that conversational part, but there's also the document retrieval and processing component, which is key to building these RAG architectures. These are the state-of-the-art, let's say, this is a state-of-the-art approach to managing documents as well as retrieving them and accessing that information. So BioRAG really uses state-of-the-art technology and will continue to evolve and scale using this kind of architecture.
This is great, Gabriele. There's one follow-up question that I would love to ask is why do you think, given your experience and expertise within life sciences, why do you think it is difficult today for life sciences and pharma industries to implement these kind of architectures? What kind of difficulty would they see, and having this kind of architecture in place?
So I think we touched upon some of the challenges in the life science industry before, such as the fact that the data is siloed across different departments. I think it's complex to bring together different departments to, let's say, have the capability to reunite these documents into a unique repo. And then also, I think the technology needs to be there. You need to have access to the right technology that allows you to leverage state-of-the-art algorithms and large language models. Domino is one of those platforms. Through Python and through its AI gateway, you're able to really build this state-of-the-art architecture and use best-of-breed algorithms to do fast and efficient information retrieval.
I think that's very well said, Gabriel, and I think was a good segue into which I was going to ask anyways, is why do you think Domino was really suitable for building BioRAG? So yeah, please feel free to talk about that in more detail. What did you see? What did you notice would be really helpful and provide an amazing outcome for our life sciences and pharma customers to be able to get such a value from this kind of solution.
Yeah, so Domino platform, as I said, is an enabler. Enables AI solutions, amongst which the BioRAG. So first off, through Domino, we're able to have a scalable platform that allows you to scale the application across your organization. In fact, on the one hand, you have a scalable infrastructure, Domino's robust scalable infrastructure. Then you can use components tied to Azure as well as potentially other cloud service providers to help with some of the processing and storage, integrating, let's say, a standard cloud service provider with Domino. And then from there, you're able to build out this life science application, which, as I said, is made to which allows you, say, to govern different use cases within the application itself. So the infrastructure layer, the cloud layer, and then the application layer all combined together to build out this, let's say, scalable solution that seamlessly integrates the components. Then on the second hand, also, you're able to offer a really good user experience. In fact, we have built within the application a chatbot that is enabled through Domino services. We're leveraging the AI gateway to substantially integrate the LLMs. Through the AI gateway, we have a service that allows you to use any LLM, build that prompt engineering component, and have it fast and responsive. The solution then can be customized. Within Domino, we built out a specific front end, but users are able to take that front end and build on top of it, introducing new functionalities to make the application not only informative, but also able to act and integrate with their domain-specific processes. And then finally, through Domino, we have role-based access to the application, which guarantees, let's say, the right level of access to the right documents to the right people. Thirdly, we're able to streamline the workflow. So through Domino, we have a simplified AI model management. We know that one of the main reasons life science companies are using Domino is because you're able to audit everything that's done on the platform and able to use MLOps principles to control the data that's going into the models, see what the model does, and then to look at the model outputs. Here, it's the same principle. We're able to track what people write to BioRAG, see BioRAG's outputs, and then understand how they're processed by the LLM. We also are able to get those insights, so we're able to substantially monitor how many people are using the platform, what are the costs, and therefore have all those insights tied to the platform usage. And then finally, the really cool part is that leveraging the LLMs integrated within Domino, we have that multi-language capability of processing different documents, as well as taking a document in one language and transforming/translating it into another. Finally, I think the fourth reason why we use Domino, and I think we're all aware of this, is around governance and security. Mentioned before, we use MLOps principles to make sure that we're using the models in the right way, which guarantees reproducibility and traceability. So here we're able to comply with the industry standards and adhere to GXP guidelines. And then we're able to integrate with secure services. Not only is the Domino platform itself secure, but BioRAG integrates with Azure-hosted models, which also have their own level of security. So we have this double layer, let's say, of security. And finally, the way we built the application makes sure that the data is segregated. So in the moment that you build different use cases, you have a guarantee that the data that people access in use case one isn't necessarily available to the people who are, say, building out a second use case.
This is really great. I think some of the core components about Domino that kind of really stands out is definitely the full-blown ecosystem, the unification, and bringing everything under one sort of ecosystem platform, such as Domino. And I'm so excited to see that you are able to use almost each part of those or each of those facets of the platform within your solution. That is very, very exciting, and talk through that. With this, I think what would be amazing is that this amazing solution that we have been talking about, it will be great to see that. So I will quickly play a video now about the solution. It will be a almost 2 minutes long video to take you through a complete workflow about how BioRAG works. With this, I am going to start the video now, and I'm going to go into full screen mode. So that was the demo. So what everybody saw in the demo, and Gabriele, please add if I'm not putting the correct information. What you all saw in the demo now is how BioRAG really takes in the information from a clinical ops a person and analyze that. And in the context of that, you are asking the question that is providing you relatable information to a particular use case. Everything that is getting created within BioRag is added as a use case whenever you're adding a document within BioRag. And all those documents from a governance perspective are only accessible by the right user in the given moment so that there is that data segregation that is maintained. You are looking at the conversational aspect. You're looking at how the prompts are being generated. You're looking at the right response, which are contextual response coming back to you, which are pertaining to the document that you have uploaded and the information that you have uploaded. So this is how you are able to extract the information in a very correct manner and get that results very, very quickly. So that's what BioRag, which Gabriel talked about extensively, is doing. And you would see some of the areas in terms of the technology and architecture components, how Domino, and this is all built on Domino. This app is running on top of Domino. You're publishing it on Domino, which is giving you that information very quickly. Gabriele, do you want to add something here? I just want to make sure the audience understand what we really showed here.
Yeah, from a user perspective, you have access to this application and a specific list of use cases. So you can have a procurement use case, a clinical trial use case, and so forth, where each user has access to this set of use cases and therefore can interrogate the underlying documents. Then you have a set of users, let's say call them power users, which have the ability to create new use cases and then determine which users, let's say, have access to those use cases and deploy them. And then finally, there's the admin layer, where admins clearly have access to the entire solution itself and are able to do, say, deep dive into the usage, delete use cases, modify use cases that have been created by the power users, and so forth. But from a user perspective, you're really able to scale, access the document, and then get all the information you need based on the use case itself.
Thank you, everybody, for an engaging session, for all the questions and taking out your time today to go over this amazing solution that Gabriele and team has developed on Domino. You can reach out to us on the aforesaid links for any information about BIP. You have a URL here. And about our partnership, there is a detail there. And if you want to, and there is also a weekly demo series that we do with Domino. You can really get into those links and watch some of the demos that we keep doing continuously. If you want to contact us, please feel free to reach out to us at partners@dominodatalab.com. This has been amazing, and from our perspective, Gabriele, thank you so much for taking our time. I know it's busy for you, but thank you so much for taking our time today to walk us through this amazing solution, and thanks to your team to build an amazing solution on Domino. Gabriele, do you have any last minute thoughts or note?
Oh, thank you for inviting me, Anchor, and thank Domino for hosting these webinars. Also, thank everyone for participating in today's webinar. Your engagement and questions made it truly a wonderful experience. I want to invite everybody to explore BioRAG. You'll find it on the AI Hub, available on Domino. I really hope you can start trying the solution, testing it out, and for any questions, doubts, or any deep dive into the functionalities, Anchor and I are more than happy to engage with you. Thank you, everyone.
Now we are going to take the questions from the audience. And yes, we'll see if there are any in the chat. You can put in more. We will go through the questions in the order they have arrived, and looking forward to those. We still do not have any questions, not that anything that we are seeing in the chat. We will stay for a little bit if anybody has any more questions. feel free to share those, and we can, Gabriel and myself can answer that for you.
So I think I see two questions. Anchor, I see a question from Alexander. What LLM Gen AI specific features in Domino were used to develop this tool? So essentially, I would say the key points that we use there specific to Domino is the AI gateway. So we had part of the application, which is in Domino itself, more, let's say, the processing part. And then we had the connections to the external components. The vector database sat outside Domino, so you needed to set it up somewhere. In our case, we set up on Azure, and then connect it to Domino through Domino's connector. We set up an Azure OpenAI endpoint, and that was connected to the Domino platform through the AI gateway. Okay. So I think the really LLM Gen AI specific feature is the AI gateway. If you want to know anything more, Alexander, please ask. The second question I see is from Francis around avoiding and reducing hallucinations. So about that, I think there are different kind of methods. So I think it's key in the prompt engineering component to really build that component out in a smart way, in the sense that you need to kind of frame the questions that come to you. So in a RAG application, you want to limit the scope of the questions asked to the actual documents of which that you use to reply to the answers. So for example, if I build, I don't know, an IT service desk application, I don't want people asking what's the weather like. I need my application to talk about only IT specific problems for which I have documents. And same thing for any other use case. You reduce hallucinations also mapping to the specific knowledge base. That way you're sure that it remains within that context. Finally, another good way to help users validate the response is also to provide a link to the section, to the document, or the specific section of the document that was used to substantially generate the response. That way your users can do some fact checking.
Perfect. Thanks, Gabriele. Any more questions from anybody? Thanks, Alexander and Francis, for super great questions here. We are looking forward to some of these more. Feel free to ask. So if there isn't any further questions from the audience, thank you so much again for taking our time today, attending the webinar. We hope that it resonated with you, and the use case was very engaging. Thank you for all the questions. And yeah, if you have any further questions, any questions about Domino, any questions about BioRAG, feel free to reach out to us at the contact information that we shared in our in our presentation. Also, there will be material shared with you after the webinar, the presentation, recording of the session. All of that will be shared with you. Thank you again, Gabriel. Do you want to close it out as well?
Yeah, so I see a last second question from
Oh wow.
Alexander. So a follow-up question.
Yeah.
How are you evaluating the results of the RAG system? So evaluation can be done across different ways. Clearly, we did all the testing component, load testing as well, security tests to make sure that the application is fine from a more technical perspective. I imagine you're maybe more interested in terms of quality of the responses. From that perspective, we did some testing against ground truth. So substantially for different use cases, we had subject matter experts. We created a set of questions substantially. We had subject matter experts provide their response, and then we compared the response that the LLM gave or the RAG application created with the subject matter expert's response. And in most cases, the subject matter expert validated, let's say, the response generated by our application. Furthermore, I would say we're pretty sure of the quality of the responses since we're using Azure OpenAI LLMs who have been benchmarked extensively by the creators themselves and then, say, online communities.
Thank
Awesome.
you, Alexander. Yeah, amazing. Any more questions? I don't want to say thank you again, and then a question pops up. So we'll give it a minute if anybody has any further questions. And I know there is some lag in the system that we are using, so there might be a delay in when you guys post the question, it comes to us. So we can wait. Perfect. Yeah. So I think now we can formally close it out. Thanks, Gabriele, again for giving such an amazing walkthrough of a beautiful solution here. And we are looking for more of these. And feel free to all of you. Thank you again for joining. Look forward to more of these coming from our side, from Domino webinar series. You can find it on our Domino demos, weekly demos that we do about the platform. If you have any questions about Domino, feel free to reach out to myself. And if you have any questions about how Domino and BIP work together, feel free to reach out to us at partners@dominodatalab.com, and we'll be happy to take those and answer those for your use cases and help you out in your journey. Thank you again. Have a good day, everyone, and
Thank you,
thanks again for
everyone.
joining. Yeah.
Thank you. Good rest of the day.